Man, it's been a wacky couple of weeks. New toys are being made, we have a new Lego set incoming, we got Donkey Kong 64, which is what I was making a video about until right now. I didn't expect anything Donkey Kong related in the Direct, but here we are. The meme going into the event was a dual announcement of Super Mario Titans and Donkey Kong Time to Monkey. But look at that, Nintendo got pretty close. Here's your roundup for everything new in the world of Donkey. Let's start with Alarmo. It is indeed time to monkey.
Do the monkey with me.
I'll spare you the whole Alarmo sales pitch, but we have some neat little goodies here. DK and Pauline will run around your clock. At the start of a new hour, we get this neat little animation. As for the alarms, it's a collection of pictures that flash while music plays. This seems like kind of a missed opportunity in my view. I think it would be neat for DK to start punching the clock screen or something, but this is pretty cool too. Anyway, the music is a mix of some of the hits from the game. They play all the gameplay and sounds that surround it, leading up to some of these choice tracks. The idea of waking up to the Kong or Zebra Bonanza music is hilarious to me. They have the rest of the transformations as well. Nostalgia Country if you want to wake up to something old school, or Emerald Rush if you're getting ready to commute to work, and your boss is kind of like Void Kong. The Alarmo has motion sensing, and if you oversleep, it plays the Void Kong boss battle while you hear all the sound effects from it. This is all pretty neat, but my favorite part of this device is the sleepy sounds feature. When it's time to go to bed, here's what happens. Fits like a glove. Some of the nighttime conversations with Pauline play while the choice of music here is The Divide.
Hey, DK, are you awake? What do you think the fractons eat? Their bodies are like rocks, so maybe they eat crystals or something? I'd never eat a crystal down here. It might turn out to be someone's great-great-grandparent. Good night.
It clicks into the Alarmo product so well, it's kind of weird. Were you planning on this integration when you were developing the game? Now when you go to bed, Alarmo really makes you feel like Donkey Kong Bonanza. Inside the Direct, we got the announcement of a new concept for Nintendo. The DK Challenge is an assortment of missions to accomplish inside of a wide selection of games. This is a genius idea. I love the way that they're leveraging NSO. It's something I have access to as part of my online membership, but I don't really ever use it. I prefer to play these crusty old games on their crusty old systems, but this adds a layer of fun if I want to try it on Switch. The classic stages were all well selected. A little easy, especially considering the rewind feature, but I don't think they were meant to be crazy hard. I had a fun time running through and earning these cool little cards. It's not incredibly complex or meaningful, but it's a fun way to re-experience the franchise in a short session for old-timers like me, or it's also a fun way for a newcomer to jump into some of the most famous moments from the franchise history. The Bonanza challenges are more satisfyingly difficult. I rarely cleared them on my first try. They forced me to embrace a little cheese or incorporate some of the tech I've picked up along the way. I was surprised to see the last challenge was clearing the hardest level with 0 skills. I can't count how many times I died in the rehearsal, and now we need to do it with 3 little hearts. I think they heard some people calling the game too easy. Now they want to punish us. I'd consider myself to be pretty good at this game, but I'm looking at the example clip here and I don't even know what I'm looking at. I mostly stick to DK's base form, but this is going to push me to really master the Bonanzas. The event runs for a few months, so you have plenty of time to crack into it. They'll also give out these NSO icons after the event is concluded, and I must say, I usually don't care about these things, but the event logo feels kind of special. I'm quite thrilled with this, but there are a few issues with it. I wish there was a little more meat on the bone of the classics. The experience is most comparable to NES Remix, and I wanted a little more depth to the classic angle, much like that game did. For Bonanza, it's fantastic, but the UI is buns. Going back and forth between the mission screen and the game is kind of a nightmare. You need to exit Bonanza to see which part of the map to go to, and there's 5 different screens you need to click through. All things considered, however, this is an awesome shadow drop. This is going to be such a nice little treat every once in a while for other franchises. It's nice to have a reason to jump back into Bonanza most of all. Speaking of jumping back in, we also have a Mario Anniversary tie-in. There were no Mario games at the Direct. And now we're nearing the end of the 40th anniversary window, so it feels kind of odd to conclude it like this, but we'll take it. I feel like 3D Mario was supposed to hit this year and got delayed or swapped with Zelda or something. Anyway, I'm not completely sure what we have here. The event plays out in 4 waves, but it just seems to be a celebratory set of cosmetics and music. I wonder if the other waves will bring new costumes or something. If it culminated in getting statues for Mario, DK, or Pauline, that'd be really cool too. Who knows, maybe they'll even do something wacky and have a Mario cameo. In this first wave of the Mario event, we're greeted with a message announcing it, and you'll want to talk to Squawks to obtain the new track in disc form. This version of the Emerald Rush track is nuts. It's a mix of that classic Mario theme with the Emerald Rush music and tempo jammed in there. Just when you think it's a regular old Mario track looping, there's a hit of 25M in there so you know the shared heritage of the characters. Shortly after, there's a little jungle hijinks thrown in there for the Donkey Boys. This comment from YouTube sums it up really well. It feels like Mario and DK are fighting over whose song this is. This is a nice break from the Emerald Rush music I've been hearing for the past 70 hours of gameplay. Inside each stage, Donkey Kong and Pauline are assigned Mario outfits. This is a funny little touch along with the Mario items being subbed in. They really committed to the Pauline Luigi look. It's quite bizarre. We got coins and mushrooms to collect and question blocks to replace the treasure chests. When you use the whistle command, DK and Pauline will jam to Jump Up Superstar. We get some Mario flair in the UI to complete the look. I did the Tiki Tong event while this was active. While you'll always look like Mario during the event, you can still wear whatever you want to carry the stats into the rush. This might be coincidental too, but isn't it kind of funny that in the Emerald Rush event for Tiki Tong and Tiki Goon, your mission is to go fight a bunch of Crocs? Is this a meta commentary on the Croc situation? It's also kind of funny that all the other DK villains have their own little island to share. Well, besides Voidco, but you know what I mean. This is sort of on and off topic at the same time. We finally know who is creating the Star Fox remake. It's Velon Studios in upstate New York working with their custom Viper engine. This is exciting for Nintendo in general and DK fans in particular. While Velon is a relatively new independent studio, the founders came from the last studio they built, Vicarious Visions. Karthik and Guha Bala formed the original studio in 1991. They worked on a ton of franchises ranging from Mario Kart to Call of Duty. They did the Insane trilogy, faithfully recreating Crash Bandicoot in HD with no source code to go off of. I repeat, the Insane trilogy was made with no source code available to the project. These people are no joke. Also, they made Shrek 2 on the GameCube. Their relationship with Nintendo goes way back. They were the ones who pitched adding Samus and Link to the Wii version of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That didn't pan out, but they did nab Donkey Kong and Bowser for Skylanders. Sometime after, they were working on an unsolicited pitch for what we now call Donkey Kong Freedom. It's hard to tell how involved Nintendo was with this, or if they were involved at all, but there was a time when Vicarious Visions was working on Donkey Kong. Activision would later put the kibosh on the initiative and slowly turned VV into its support studio. The Bala brothers left to form Velon, and what do you know? The first game they released is a Nintendo one. And not just any franchise. Nintendo let them work on Mario Kart. If that doesn't communicate how much trust the Bala brothers built with Nintendo, I don't know what does. Now that they have Mario Kart and Star Fox under their belt, who knows where this partnership will go next. Everybody wins. Velon has some stability, Nintendo gets another great Western studio to work with, and from the DK fan perspective, there's another studio that would love to work on the franchise. If you want the full scoop on all this, I highly recommend the work of DK Vine and Liam Robertson. They have some videos and podcasts detailing the story, and they had their own unique sources within the relevant companies to deliver the information that's now in the public. This is all just so wild to see. I know I've been talking about this Donkey Kong renaissance for a while now, but it's incredible to see Nintendo rebuild this brand in such a strong way in real time. I assume the NSO release of DK64 was supposed to keep us occupied for 6 months, but there's a Lego set around the corner with the new design being debuted in the Jack-specific line of toys. As we're approaching the 45th anniversary of the franchise. Even if there is no acknowledgement or product tie-ins, it's plain to see how much Nintendo cares about the franchise now. This is truly the golden banana age of Donkey Kong.